Hi all. Information and Analytical Service is in touch with you System.GURU.Markets. Let's start with general information about the company. Let's look at each indicator in more detail a little further. If necessary, you can pause the video. We propose to consider each parameter of the organization scrupulously. Now let's analyze the main fundamental indicators of the company Dine Brands Global Inc., ticker DIN. This review was generated using information as of April 9, 2025. According to Classification Guru, Markets company Dine Brands Global Incorporated belongs to the subcategory Public Catering. 56 organizations take part in the comparison. This is very representative. We will see the decisions made based on the results of the video. The overall result for the company in question is 6.5 out of 10 points. The average result for the subcategory is 2.5 points. If you look broadly, within the stock market in general, we can note that the average score for the US stock market in the aggregate is 1.9 points, against a score of 6.5 points for Dine Brands Global Inc. Comparing the movement of the company's stock price Dine Brands Global Incorporated and subcategory shares, we will see that in 12 months the shares Dine Brands Global Inc. showed dynamics of minus 56.6%. Against price changes in the subcategory 3.4%. This does not clearly indicate anything, but it is necessary to keep this fact in mind. Market capitalization of the company Dine Brands Global Inc. is $0.29 billion, with a subcategory capitalization of $622 billion. Dine Brands Global Incorporated has a share of 0.047% and is one of the very small companies in the subcategory. The company's balance sheet capitalization is minus $0.21 billion, and the capitalization of the subcategory is $40 billion. Dine Brands Global Inc. represents a share of minus 0.539%. Comparing the occupied shares of market and balance sheet capitalization, we will see the following. Share Dine Brands Global Incorporated in the subcategory when assessing the exchange value is 0.047%. Book value is minus 0.539%. This is 1,247% less than the share of market value. Assessment of the company's share of market and balance sheet capitalization of the subcategory, bad, minus 1 point. The analyzed organization has no financial obligations. Result on the level of debt obligations of the company, very good, 2 points. The ratio of the company's market price to its profit is 4.7. The average for the subcategory is 27.3, which is 83% lower than the average for the subcategory. Assessment of the exchange price to profit indicator in comparison with organizations of the subcategory, very good, 2 points. Profit for the last 12 months was $63 million. Projected earnings for the next 12 months are expected to be $79 million. This is 26.1% more than the current figure. Assessment of the predicted future profit indicator in comparison with in the subcategory, good, 0.5 points. The company's price to revenue balance is 0.4. The average in subcategory 2, which is 80% lower than in the subcategory. Assessment of the company's market value to its revenue in comparison with indicators in the subcategory, good, 1 point. Revenue for the last 12 months was $810 million. Forward revenue for the next 12 months is expected to be $1,020 million. which is 26% more than the current figure. Assessment of the estimated future sales indicator in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory, good, 0.5 points. The margin is 7.7%, with an average in the subcategory of 7.3%. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 0.5%. Profitability assessment in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory, good, 0.5 points. The company's share in terms of the number of employees in the subcategory is 0.043%, which is 9% less than the share of market capitalization. This shows the discrepancy between the company's current exchange price Dine Brands Global Inc, probably towards revaluation. The amount of market capital per company employee is $296,000. And in the subcategory, there are $271,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 9.2%. Assessment of the volume of market capital per employee in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory, tolerable, 0 points. The profit per individual employee of the company is $63,400, with the average for the subcategory, $9,900. And the difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 538%. Assessment of profit per individual employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory, good, 0.5 points. The share of sales per individual employee of the company is $819,000. In the subcategory, $137,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 498%. Estimation of the share of revenue per employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory, good, 0.5 points. Shares are short 18.9%, with a subcategory average of 3.1%. This is the valuation of a short squeeze. Technical indicator RSI 14 shows the 25% level for the company Dine Brands Global Inc. Whereas for the subcategory, the RSI level, 14, is approximately 35%. On average, securities of the subcategory are valued higher than those of the company Dine Brands Global Inc. The company's current stock price is approximately $18.78. The consensus price target for the company's shares is around $27.34. The difference between the current estimate and the consensus forecast is approximately 46%. Let's look at the order table. It is available to everyone. The link is in the pinned comment. The order table contains all decisions previously made in a given season by the information and reference evaluation system Guru.Markets. Access to the order table is absolutely free and free. Link in pinned comment. As a result of the analysis of the company's shares Dine Brands Global Inc. Reference rating system Guru.Markets, the following decision is made. Open a buy order at a price of $18.77 per share. The order was opened due to the fact that the company has a relatively high valuation. The company's assessment was made using the assessment model, the Akeem's Index. Take profit is set at 21.06. Stop loss is set at 16.48. In case the order is not closed by take profit or stop loss, then the deal closes independently at the end of trading on May 9, 2025, or on the last working day before this date. Ticker SG is a balancing sell order. The video on the balance order will be or has already been published on this channel. When closing one of the orders, basic, or balancing. The opposite order is fixed automatically. Thank you all for watching this video and for using the information and reference System.GURU.Markets.